Hey YouTube, this is Matt today. Sorry about the brightness over there. I had to use this computer because usually during the night I'm done on this computer, but I cannot do any more videos on that computer anymore. Okay, but I promise this is going to be the last video of tonight. I promise you guys that. Alright, well yeah. First off, let me just say, you already know that I love Insidious. It's my favorite movie. If you don't know that, go to my channel page and you'll see things that I love and you'll see Insidious on there. Or you can check out my movie review for Insidious. Yeah. Let's try to look for a Blu-ray of that, but yeah. Yeah. Also, you're aware that I love the sequel also, in my opinion. It's one of my favorite sequels, in my opinion. But basically I heard there's gonna be a third movie. Wow. A third movie, wow. Let me first start by saying there is no need for a third movie because we already got the first two movies because basically the two movies were awesome in my opinion, okay? You got James Wan as the director, Patrick Wilson, Rose Byrne, and Lin Shaye. And of course the little boy who played Dalton. Okay, he was awesome. But they're making a third movie, and you know, I do not want to spoil the first two movies, but in the ending of that movie, that made me think that this was going to be the last Insidious movie, and you know, I think that would be a good idea, but they had to make a third one. And I heard that James Wan is not making any more horror movies. That sucks, and yeah, of course, it's gonna black out. But, anyways, as I was saying, James Wan is one of my favorite horror directors, and now basically, he's not gonna be in this Insidious Chapter 3. It comes out next year. They used to say they were going to release it April 3rd, but now they're going to move it to April 29th. Thank God, because I want to wait a little bit on that, but I'm definitely going to see this movie in the theaters because, you know, I love Insidious. I really like that movie in my opinion. And basically, I do not think there's need for a third movie. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. And another thing about this is, another thing about this movie is that the acting in the first two movies were awesome. I'm just worried they might ruin this one. They might screw this one up. I just do not know about this. Because the two movies I loved, okay, I really loved the first two. Because they were awesome, and the second was the only one that was needed. There does not need to be a third one. I don't get it. Why are they making a third movie if there's going to be no Patrick Wilson, no Rose Byrne, no Lin Shaye, no Dalton, no James Wan? You cannot have it without James Wan. Why are you making a third one? Don't you think two is enough? Two is enough. Alright, I'm recommending these two movies to you guys, okay? Because, yeah. But I'm gonna see this movie anyway because it might give a decent performance, yeah. I mean, the first two movies were great. They had good acting. They had, yeah, and they're both PG-13, so there's no gore. There's only like a few cuss words in the first Insidious. Yeah, like they say the F word like twice. Sort of, they draw it. Yeah, but I just really, I'm really coming into this movie with extremely low expectations. When they release the trailer for this movie, I'll make a video of me watching it, okay? I promise you that, okay? Ooh, when I first heard about this, it was on the page. I do not understand it. I'll tell you one thing that I'm excited for, The Conjuring 2. That might not have James Wan, but I heard Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson are going to be on it. In it, sorry. It just, you know, I'm not saying I do not think that this movie is going to be awesome. If it is, then I'll do a rant. Sorry, If it's good, then I'll do a review on it. If it's bad, I'm going to rant on it and rip the ticket up, like I did in my Heaven is for Real rant. Even though, okay, I changed my opinion on that movie. I shouldn't have ripped up the ticket. It was an okay movie. Okay, I'll probably give it like 2 out of 5. But I really shouldn't have ripped up the ticket. But you know, my opinion changed. It was an okay movie. After all, it tells the story of how boy went to heaven and talked about heaven. Okay, but of course, ripping up a ticket off the frickin' Transformers movie, the fourth Transformers movie. That movie sucked in my opinion. And Earth to Echo, which I did not like. I'm just worried that this Insidious Chapter 2 might... I probably might not like it. I'll probably like it. And it might be an okay movie. If it's an okay movie, I won't rip up the ticket. I'll just... If it's lost, then it's lost. And of course, if I do like it, I definitely keep the ticket. But if I hate it, I rip up the ticket. Let me get back on topic. This is not about what I do when I hate movies and like movies. Okay. When they release a trailer for this movie, I'm going to watch it. If I like it, then yeah. But anyways, let me get back to... Of course, you got some... I don't know who's acted in this movie yet. Hell, no one knows who's acting in this movie yet. Because, of course, they have not released the movie yet. Of course, I mean, they are. May 29th. They just have not released a trailer for this. They have not put the actors in it. They haven't even put the freaking director in it. I'm sorry this video is lame. I'm sorry. It's just... I'm just so mad that they're making a third movie, then there's an old third movie. I mean, I'm, like I said, low expectations on this movie. I promise, like I said, and I promise this is the last video of the night. So do not expect any more videos until like tomorrow or the next day, probably tomorrow. If I do, I'm gonna make one really late because you know I'm probably gonna sleep in because it's like 12:45. It's 12:45 right now, and I need some sleep. Okay, after this, I'm gonna go straight to bed because I do not want to talk about this. So, my hopes for this movie, 12%. So, well, anyways, I'll see you guys later. I'm watching South Park, and I love South Park, and I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna talk about why I love South Park the movie, probably tomorrow or so. Well, anyways, I'll see you guys later. Word out.